Oh, lighting some incense, lighting some sage, because this is my first time filming in a long time. And you guys, this morning I felt good. Answered some emails, felt well enough to do my makeup. So I was like, you know what? I'm a film. And I just want to be able to get this video to you guys. But I don't want any of that anxious energy in my video. You feel me? Because there's no need to be anxious. It's all just a part of life. There's no reason to take anything too seriously, right? This good old incense from my love, Justin Roy. You already know what's up. I get all my stuff from her. I'm gonna go ahead and get this video going so I can turn the AC back on because your girl is hot. Hi, welcome back to my channel. My name is Dominique Davis, also known as Brown and Bendy, and here on this channel we practice flexibility of the mind, the body, and the spirit. I'm so happy to be here with you today. And if you would like to become a reality bender, join the Bendy Bunch, just make sure that you click the subscribe button as well as the notification bell so that you can be alerted when I make a new video. Also, if you know anyone else who might want to start their spiritual journey or who might just want to start a wellness journey of their own, share this video with them so you don't have to like push them off a cliff, but you can be like, hey, I see you're stressed all the time. Maybe Brown and Bendy can help. Okay, let's just get the video going. So today's video is all about how to recover from something unexpected when you're on your manifestation journey. Let's say I don't know, have been trying to be a YouTuber for 5 years and then you finally start to see some momentum and then you find out you're pregnant. I don't know, stuff like that happens in life. So what do you do when stuff like that happens and the event seems so big that it feels like you can't control your energy when it comes to your feelings and your emotions about the event? What do you do? As we know on this channel, our feelings and our emotions are all tied to our vibration, because our vibrational field is created by the energy of our thoughts. So sometimes when really big, intense stuff happens in our lives, because of our perception of these big, intense things, we can go from having a very high vibration, being really sure of ourselves, really knowing what direction we want to take in our lives, to being very unsure and out of control. And based on our belief systems, feeling out of control can lead to fear-based thinking, bringing the vibration down. So what do we do to ward this off? And what do we do to make sure that what we were trying to manifest prior still comes into fruition? Step 1 to keeping your vibration high when the unexpected occurs: mourn your plan. I know the word mourn sounds sad because that means something died, but something did die. Your idea of what you thought life was gonna be like. Let's be real. When really big events happen, there's no rewind button, there's no undo. It is what it is. And depending on the event that occurs, sometimes you're immediately happy. Sometimes when something big happens, you're like, okay, I can see why this happened. God was looking out. I like this better. Let's go with this plan. Sometimes that happens. And then other times, you were so happy with the intention that you set that when something unexpected throws your plans off, you become fearful that all the planning that you did prior is useless, essentially. So it's okay to have those feelings. It's okay to feel like, my plan was so good and now I can't use that plan because something really big and really random and really life-changing happened. It's okay to be upset. It's okay to be sad. It's okay to take some time to mourn the loss of the path that you intended for yourself. That's okay. Do not take that away from yourself. Do not tell yourself that you're not allowed to feel your feelings, because I'm sure you had a good plan. I'm sure your intentions were good, okay? Another way, another perspective to look at really big life-changing events from is knowing that you had an intention, knowing that you had a plan, and that plan, the idea of that plan, was enough to raise your vibration to get you to this life-changing moment. We'll talk about this a little more, but when we talk about fear-based thinking and faith-based thinking, we have to remember that everything that happens has significance. So maybe your plan was so good in your mind and it made you feel so good in your body that it raised your vibration so that an event occurred that will knock you into the reality, knock you into the timeline where you still end up manifesting all those beautiful things. When stuff happens, we don't know why it happens at the time, but it is our perspective and our energy that controls what happens next. Now, the only thing I have to say about feeling your feelings is awareness. Make sure that you take time to feel your feelings more in the loss of your intention, but be wary of sitting in that emotion of sadness and doubt. I'm going to tell you guys what I did when I found out I was pregnant. So my husband and I, we tried for a baby for the better part of the end of last year and the beginning of this year, and nothing happened. So I made this mental decision that, having another kid was just not in the stars and that I could just focus on my career. So when I found out that I was pregnant, I was frustrated because I had done all this mental work to not be upset with myself for not getting pregnant. And I've done all this mental work to just say, okay, one baby, I will focus on my career. I will focus on my career. And then my career has this surge and then I get pregnant, right? I sat in that frustration for like 2 weeks. I was like, I'm pregnant now. When I have this baby, I'm gonna have to take so much time off. Who knows where my career is gonna be in 9 months? How am I supposed to plan anything? How am I supposed to like really make use of this momentum? All these thoughts that have nothing to do with the present moment. All these thoughts that I invented that had to do with this idea of what I think life will be in 9 months, right? And you know what I manifested? I manifested crazy morning sickness because I was sitting there telling myself being pregnant was going to stop me from working. And then right after I get that thought out of my head, it manifests in my body as morning sickness so bad that it's literally stopping me from working. Okay, so just be very aware and very conscious of your thoughts and how long you hold on to the disappointment. The second thing that I would like to elaborate on is talking about how whatever this unexpected event is, it's still a dot on your timeline. So we just talked about shifting from fear-based thinking to faith-based thinking. When something unexpected happens, do we go to, this is the worst thing ever, this will ruin everything, how could this happen, I did everything in my power to make this not happen? Do we go there, or do we go to, this is a new opportunity, this is a new perspective, I can find happiness in this, I can find optimism in this? Where does your brain tend to gravitate when something outside of your control happens? When we begin to shift more into faith-based thinking, that's when we start to take the reins of control on our energy, right? Because that's what energy manipulation is, being aware of your thoughts and shifting the chemicals of emotions that are going on in your body. So when we shift over to more optimism, more faith in this divine plan, then we can start to make space in our mind for different ways of thinking where this unexpected thing can actually serve us and work out for our good. But the only way to see this is to open our mind to the fact that it may not be the worst thing ever. So why is all of this important? Why should I care? If something bad happens to me, why should I care how I react? The bad thing already happened. The unexpected thing already happened. Why should I care what I do next? Well, as I mentioned before, the thoughts that you have right after the unexpected thing happens lays the groundwork for the next manifestation. Okay, we're constantly manifesting everything. Everything you experienced today, yesterday, the day before, last week, whenever, you manifested through your thoughts. Okay? And just because you manifested it doesn't mean that you deserve it. Just because you manifested it does not mean that you deserve it. But the energy that you hold in your body from your thoughts will be perpetuated. Will be perpetuated. So your vibration, the universe is constantly trying to help you keep your vibration even. And we are the ones who control our vibration through our thoughts. The universe is just bringing situations into our lives that help us keep the vibration that we're already holding and creating through our thoughts. So whatever you have experienced, you have manifested. So when I began to shift my thinking with being pregnant, the first thing I decided to do was to start telling people. And that was a really big step for me, and I didn't want to do it. I felt my mind saying, it's too like very fearful, dark thoughts. It's too early. You don't know what's going to happen. No one's going to be happy for you. People are going to think that you planned this, like really crazy stuff. You guys do not know how dark my mind gets. But anyway, I sat with those thoughts and I was like, these thoughts aren't really me. I still have work to do to clean up my mind, to learn how to be more kind to myself, but these thoughts don't really represent the person that I want to be. So how would the person that I want to be react? And then I realized that I just want to be excited about everything. I just want to be happy about everything. And if I choose to be happy about this pregnancy, and if I choose to be overjoyed about the timing, what would I do? And the answer to that question was to tell people, was to share the joy with my family and with my friends. And after I told my first friend, I felt my timeline change. I felt the joy come in, and it changed how I saw everything. The universe then helped me change my entire mindset. All the fear disintegrated, and I was confident again just after telling one family member, one friend. So I'm glad that I did that. I'm glad that I took the time to recognize that my mind was leaning towards fear-based and that I took control to lean into faith, because everything's gonna be okay. So why not act like it? After I started telling people and after I felt the change in my body, I realized that I was getting more opportunities and that I was getting contacted by more people, and I just kept seeing my numbers go up, especially over on Instagram. So it's like reality confirmed for me that the mental work that you do will always be what manifests, okay? You don't have to worry about the little thoughts of fear. You don't have to worry about, the leftover negative mindset that you have, because we're working to change that every day. But what you actually put effort into thinking, what you actually put effort into doing, that's what the universe will reward you for. When my mindset changed, I immediately saw positive reflections in my reality. Now, I do remember before that, when I was more fearful, one of my thoughts, I was in Target, and one of my thoughts were, if I get so pregnant and I'm not able to work, I'm gonna stop making money. So maybe I should just start buying baby stuff now so that I can have it all. My mindset very quickly, for a fleeting second, was take the money you have in savings, buy all your baby stuff now so that if it blows up in the future, you'll have all your baby stuff now. And where would that have left me? With a depleted savings account and a bunch of baby stuff for a baby whose gender I do not know. And talking about the universe perpetuating my vibration, that would have been an act of anxiety, right? This idea that my career is gonna crumble because I'm pregnant and I can't put the same time into it. So I choose to spend all my money to try to make myself feel better, but then I have no money, and that creates anxiety. I would be perpetuating the anxiety through my actions. So that's why it is so important after the unexpected thing happens to really, really, really be conscious of how you are thinking, the decisions that you are making, and making sure that you are sitting in a faith-based mentality. I've been rambling long enough. I hope that you enjoyed this video, because I sure enjoyed making it. And I want you to know that if something unexpected happened to you, it is going to be okay. It's going to be okay. And it might not feel like it today, and it might not feel like it next week, But it's going to be okay because you are strong enough and you will make it. Okay? I love you. Okay, so if you did enjoy this video, give it a thumbs up so other people know that it is valuable. Make sure to comment down below if you'd like me to expand on anything and I will address it in a future video. If you would like to be around for my future videos, make sure that you are subscribed and that you click the notification bell. I think that that is it for today. I'm very glad that I was able to make this video and talk to you guys because I miss you so much. I love you so much, and I will talk to you next video. Bye.